Greetings from early evening in the UK. This video is all about a charity shop find. I shall do some more of these soon, I think. I spend a lot of time in charity shops. I currently volunteer in one. And I'm always going around all the others as well, because it's amazing what you find in charity shops. So, this is a piece of my childhood. That is an English Electric Lightning Jet Interceptor fighter, 1950s. Oops, nearly. It's a Lightning F1A, the 56th Squadron, and it was painted, or the print, by T. Gleed in 1962. Now, I have a connection with these aircraft because I grew up in Needham Market, just down the road from where I currently live in Ipswich. Lighter. One of my lighters was in my pocket all the time. Oh, that's my partner's knitting. Michelle's very creative and crafty as well. Far craftier than me in a lot of ways. Now, when I was around about 10 years old, Needham Market is a short bike ride away from RAF Wattisham, as was. It now belongs to the Army Air Corps. It's where I think the majority of the UK's AH-64 Apache longbows are stationed. So we often see those chariots of the war gods just lazily cruising through our skies. If you look back in my YouTube videos, months ago, I think not long after I started the channel, in fact, there is a video of one of these taking off from a local private school because they've got a Royal Officer Training Corps there. So they landed an Apache not 50 yards from my house on a school playing field, and I was right there. And luckily enough, they realised that that's all I was there for, because obviously, you know, strange looking man on his own at a school. But eventually the staff let me in and I got to film it taking off, and it nearly blew me damn hat off. So, you know. But anyway, back to this. I do believe at the time it was one of the fastest interceptors. And if you look up YouTube videos of this thing taking off, it will literally go like that, like the Millennium Falcon. It was an amazing piece of engineering. I think Simon Whistler on his Mega Projects channel actually does a video on the development of this thing. It's amazing. Right, when I was a child, me and my mates, Paul Manser being the one I can remember. Hello, Paul. Probably Stephen Phillips as well, and various other of us lads would, on a weekend, maybe bike over to Wattisham to watch the jets take off. And there was one of these, was a gate guardian at the base. My memory may have been skewed, but I think at one time, I may not have been there, but some of my mates actually kind of like snuck in and started climbing on it and got told off. Different times, different times. I built a model of this when I was a child. And the squadron is important. 56 Squadron. I looked them up on Wikipedia, and they are one of the oldest squadrons in the RAF. They were formed in 1916. Albert Ball, Britain's top World War One flying ace, was a member of them, and they eventually acquired the nickname the Firebirds because they were famous for flying to hell and back and coming out unscathed. In World War II, they were in the thick of it everywhere, and eventually in the latter stages of World War II, they were tasked with downing V1 rockets, which they were given the Hawker Typhoon as the tool to do it. You know, they were the ones that would go up to the edge of the V1 and either they'd shoot it down or they'd actually use the wingtip to tip it and knock it off course. They were amongst the best of the best. I believe they were initially, when the transference to jet fighters happened, they basically were one of the first to actually get them. They were all over some of the most famous trouble spots in World War II. They were absolute gods. And eventually, of course, probably in the late 1950s, you can look it up. I'm just trying. Basically, I'm too disorganized to actually properly, do my research. But I like to think if you guys are interested in this, you'll do your own research and you'll draw your own conclusions. Isla Negra Merlot. Wonderful wine. There's another 40 litres of homebrew in the kitchen. That'll be ready in about 2 or 3 weeks. Tangent, and my partner brews her own cider, and it's really nice. It's proper kind of like Somerset, UK, kind of like cider. Tastes a bit like vaguely of sweet rotten apples. It's not really that fizzy. It's lovely stuff. I can recommend it. Anywho, which, by the way, tangent time again, is as common round my way in Suffolk, UK, as it is in the northern United States and Canada. Anywho, it is amazing the language relations we have here in the UK, especially in fairly rural, say, Suffolk, with the language of the northern United States, New England, and then across the border in Newfoundland, in Canada. Yeah, but that's one for another video. I do apologise. I really went off on a tangent there. But anywho, there I go again. I painstakingly built an Airfix model of this. And number 56 Squadron actually formed their own aerobatics team with these. They were called the Firebirds. I may well have seen them because I think they were still flying these as an aeronautic display team when I was a child, and my grandfather was a Royal Air Force ground crew engineer, and so I was going to Duxford Museum. It's one of the best air museums in the country. If you're a tourist planning to come to the UK and you're into that, look up Duxford. I wouldn't say it was cheap, but it's worth it. It's twinned with, it's part of the Imperial War Museum family of museums and heritage sites. But I will recount one local tale I heard involving one of these, in that at some point in the late 1950s, early 60s, a pilot had a catastrophic malfunction in the vicinity of Stowmarket and knew that he had to bail out. And basically he was like, oh shit, she's heading right for central Stowmarket. This could be devastating. Before I eject, I need to steer her out to empty farmland. And he managed this. Then he ejected right over Stowmarket. And it was one of the ejector seats where the seat is the whole of it. You know, the seat is on a parachute. So he got out okay. Parachute went off okay. He drifted down, crashed straight through the roof and into the bedroom of a very surprised and no doubt delighted old lady, apparently. Who was like, oh, hello. Nice young RAF pilot in my bedroom. This incident actually happened not 100 yards from a place that I used to work in Stowmarket, Bosch Lawnmowers. Great power tools, Bosch. And I'm sure their lawnmowers are fine too. I don't really have a lawn, so I have no need for a mower. If I did get one, I'd call it Patrick, after the late great astronomer, not astrologer. I'm kind of okay with astrology. But my question is, do we behave like our star signs because that's how we think we're supposed to behave, or do we actually behave like our star signs because that's a thing? Who knows? Chicken and egg, eh? Chicken and egg. Hot damn, that's good. That's another charity shop find, by the way. As is this. A heart darker than mine. Oh dear. But no, so this aircraft, the English Electric BAC Lightning, is an iconic piece of kit. It really is. It looks like something that, I don't know, Buck Rogers would fly, doesn't it? Or Flash Gordon. It is a beautiful piece of British engineering. They don't make them like this anymore, do they, people? And that is my 12-minute video for now. I'm planning another charity shop find video before long. This is a new thing. Well, let me know if you like the whole idea of this, because I love sharing my little finds with you people. And long may it continue. Well, thank you very much for listening. Peace out.